Hey viewers, and welcome to another ranting video. Well, it's not really a rant, but it's probably more of a cautionary tale of sorts. I don't know, maybe it's more of an explanation of an old event that happened that I finally have a reason to talk about, but why not just jump right down into it? So, Cartoon Network, focusing on making your kids' shows more retarded. Yeah, I just kind of went with that one. So, Cartoon Network, what the hell are you doing? Are you trying to bring the Dark Ages back? Remember the Dark Ages, people? For those who don't know, the Dark Ages are when Cartoon Network thought having real people on Cartoon Network was a great idea. So, why am I so worked up? Well, today while scrolling through the television, like I usually do when I have nothing else to do, I fell upon a Cartoon Network, just like, I don't know, I used to do. And I saw a show called BE COOL SCOOBY DOO. And I was like, oh, that must be the newest iteration of Scooby Doo. Because Scooby Doo Mysteries Incorporated, that wasn't too bad. So I was like, okay, let's check this one out. You know, I've always liked Scooby. I've liked him for a while. So, what happened in there? 15 minutes later, I pretty much regretted everything I saw in that decision. Roro, we're retarded. That's right, Scoob. You guys are retarded. So, why do I say that? Well, in Be Cool Scooby Doo, of course, you get the usual Mystery Gang, and they have been reimagined and redrawn. Oh my god, this art. Uh, I need a break from seeing this art. It's almost offensive to how they've drawn. Of course, when Scooby Doo was first made, you know, they wore bell bottoms and things, and that of course they don't wear bell bottoms anymore. But now they've been changed to the men don't wear pants. They have pants, but they're just like they have like skinny jeans, and they have stick legs. The way they're drawn is just, it is not appealing to my eyes. I don't know if that's. And then once I seen how they were drawn, I said, crap. This looks like a 100% goof show. And boy, was I right. After suffering through the 15-minute block, yes, this is a 15-minute block fad. Instead of 2 new episodes, you get one half of the new stuff. So, yeah. What does Scoob and the gang do? Well, they do the usual of going into an extremely dangerous situation and trying to find out what the hell's going on. Again, that's standard Scooby-Doo shit. Until they get there, then it's ha-ha comedy time. In this focus, Daphne thinks that the gang needs a narrator. And why not her? So as they are trying to sneak through quietly in these areas, searching for clues or something, she is narrating the entire time. As the gang walks through the crowd, they silently listen as they hear the voice. Oh no, now they are turning and looking at me. That's how she was talking. I didn't know what the hell to make of this, and as they went on, I realized how retarded they are, because it's like the show brings out the worst. Whenever it's a comedy show, it brings out the worst uh, characteristics, traits. All the worst things come out to be more funny, and everything is just like they're just retarded sock puppets of the characters that we used to know, all for a cheap laugh. Okay, so I'm not gonna focus on Be Cool Scooby Doo. That can be for another time. This is not a Be Cool Scooby Doo review. God no. I'll probably talk about that later on. Funny short reimaginings on a later day. I'll think about it. So my focus on this video is I was trying to find a way to really kind of throw this in there, but Paul Dini, I hope it's how you say his name. I'm sorry if I say it wrong. He did an interview with Kevin Smith, and if you don't know who Paul Dini is, he's a guy who's very known in these animated shows that we've been watching since we were kids. At least the people from my generation: Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Freakazoid, Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures. Oh my God, he is just all over the good shit. That is what I'm talking about. And the more recently, Beware the Batman. That was an okay one. And Agents of Smash for Marvel. Yes, he has joined the Marvel side, which is cool. I don't mind that, even though that one also has a little too much comedy for me. So why didn't I bring this up earlier? Well, I was still recovering from when Young Justice got canceled. Hashtag bring back Young Justice. Please. I wish. Too bad. I wish. So Paul Dini gives an interview to Kevin Smith on what is CN's gauge really. What are they trying to do? And they want to go towards more dumbass comedy. And here's a quote from him: They're all for boys. We don't want the girls. I mean, I've heard executives say this, not where I am, but at other places saying like, we don't want girls watching the show. Kevin Smith goes, why? That's 51% of the population. Dini goes, they do not want they do not buy toys. The girls buy different toys. The girls may watch the show, and then Smith kind of cuts them off. He goes, so you can sell them a T-shirt. They don't have to buy the goddamn toy. And then this kind of spirals into Kevin Smith saying, what the fuck? There's all kinds of shit they can buy, like T-shirts and fucking umbrellas with characters on them. Kevin Smith is awesome. He's just so into this. He's like, what the fuck are they doing? It's a pretty good idea. And of course, Dini, he has no clue. He's like, I don't know, man. It's just so much bullshit. And then the long short of it is, he talks about how Beware the Batman wasn't doing very well. I don't think it was doing very well, just because it was more of a dark, gritty Batman instead of, they took off Brave and the Bold and they put on this. Brave and the Bold was cool because it was more of the campy Batman, more heavy, more wannabe hero, while Beware the Bat, he got his ass kicked. There was no Joker, no Penguin, none of the main heroes that we were used to. They were trying to put on the different spin to it. And no Robin, no Batgirl. There was Kitana and Alfred. Alfred wasn't that old. He was more like secret agent old. He was like badass kind of, but it was like, there's different. And then, getting away from that, Dini talks about how they canceled him, and it was all heartbreaking. It was like, Then he talks about Tower Prep, the show that came out. I never watched it. I can say that, but it was something like wizardry or something. I remember it was on, but I never kind of flipped to it just because it never caught my eye. And he talks about like how they had everything set up, and then Cartoon Network just shit canned him because it was more gauged towards the females, and they didn't want girls. They wanted boys. Retarded comedy and boys. That's what they wanted to boost their ratings and sell their merchandise. And I actually remember when most of this was going down, because right when Young Justice finished up, they had the thing called DC Nation. DC Nation was the answer to Marvel Universe that Disney XD has, where they had like a block where they show Marvel stuff, which is still going on to this day. Cartoon Network had DC Nation. They had like a 3-hour block, or a 2-hour block per se, where they had Green Lantern and they had Young Justice, and then they had like Teen Titans Go. Eventually, Teen Titans Go took over the whole block, and then they completely annihilated the block. So now DC Nation does not exist anymore. It's completely taken off because that is just not what they were aimed for. And I remember when that all happened. That was heartbreaking almost. It was like, damn, all that good stuff gone to waste. And then when I read this, it kind of hurts because it's like, oh man, all the good shit I liked. And then of course the first thing Cartoon Network does is like, let's get more live action people. Let's do Level Up. Level Up's amazing. Level Up sucked ass. They went right back to the dark age. Let's get live people. And the premise for Level Up wasn't even that horrible. It was video games are entering this world, and these boys have to defend it, and this girl who play video games, I guess. I don't know. I watched one episode and I wanted to blow my brains out. But then it was filled with ha comedy, ha, and then it was like, they should have just drawn this. I don't care how they would have drawn it. They could have drawn anime style people fighting. Well, there probably is an anime about fighting video games that enter the real world. If so, tell me about it. So that was like the big blow up. It was like, why do people like this show? That show didn't even last that long. I don't understand what made them put it on, because it just sucked. And I pray the newest generation, they hope this fad doesn't last forever. Because if it's just retarded cartoons from now on, the next generation are just going to have to sit here and just take it. And they're going to be retarded. And then my question goes, and a question that came up to me is, why is Steven Universe still on then? They don't have super random comedy. I mean, they have pretty good lessons and things. That's probably the most mature show that they have right now. What the fuck? What the fuck? I hope they don't fuck with Steven Universe. Keep that Uncle Grandpa motherfucker away from him. I hate him. He is a cancer. That fucking asshole. He's your uncle and your grandpa because he's fucking everything. Sick bastard. Random comedy. Oh boy. So in a later video, I guess I can focus on more of a specific on shows that have been reimagined to this newer generation. That actually spans all networks, because of course they're all going to reboot certain things and bring them back to a more bright light for the new generation and update them. I hope they don't make them retarded. That is always a fear. So Teen Titans Go. What's new Scooby Doo? Wabbit. Wabbit is a Bugs Bunny focused show. So after Looney Tunes, the show kind of went off. They made Wabbit. Yeah, yeah. And I'll just say some are worse than others, of course. So do any of you guys watch CN? Are you my age? And do you remember the golden days where they had like all the good stuff? Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, all that stuff. All these shows that weren't retarded like they are now. Do you like these completely stupid shows? I don't count Adventure Time as a stupid show, but regular show, yes. Gumball, ups and downs. Steven Universe, not really. I call on We Bare Bears. I've actually laughed at some of the stuff they've done. That's not as dumb as I thought it was, but it's pretty stupid. Teen Titans Go, hit and miss. Mostly like the comedy, but I'm pretty much watching it just because I wish they would have just continued Teen Titans, the regular Teen Titans. They have the voice actors. They probably have the writers. They have the technology. Do it. I want to see what happened to Tara. Please, God. Hashtag bring back Teen Titans. Please, God. Or is this new generation just going to get bombarded with retarded cartoons? If so, comment below. Say some stuff. Say hello. Let your voice be heard. Say other things. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. Help me out. Give me a like. Thanks to Paul Dini and Kevin Smith for having this interview so I could talk about it. And, oh god, do I have to thank Cartoon Network for having retarded stuff that pissed me off enough to make this video? I hope not. Either way, thank you all, and we'll see you on the next time. Maybe when I talk about Teen Titans Go. See ya!